Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we, am I? In our game, it's not logical, but you contemplate, are we, am I?
We. Oui! Oui! Oui. Bienvenue, mes amis. Steve Dangle ici. Bienvenue à la gare. This is the SDPN YouTube channel. Choo-choo! All aboard! Game 4. Montreal with the 2-1 lead over Tampa. Serge Savard carries the torch into Le Centre Bell for match numéro 4 aujourd'hui, ce soir. Chivy's Meefy says Jeremy Swayman over his last 16 games in the playoffs has a 924 save percentage and a 14.9 goals saved above expected, and the Bruins are somehow 7-9 in those games. See, 7 of those games were against the Leafs. I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts. Marlies won game 3. Good to know. Good to know. I saw that they were winning. I didn't know that they pulled it off. You know what I think that deserves? What Sedin Magic said, which is, let's go! Hey, producer Drew. Brady Kachuk with the perfect 4-0-0-0-4. 4 games played, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points, and a -4. Oh, you took it off the screen before I started dancing. My bad. Go make another bobblehead for a regular season empty netter, you friggin' bum. Boo. Boo. Is Steve a Habs fan now? No. I am merely an entertainer. I'm trying to entertain people. How is Puppy Max? Surprisingly good. Sleeps through the night, which is crazy. Au numéro 75, Jakob Dobish, your starter for Le Montreal Canadiens. Did you see the Buffalo game? I started to see highlights. So I was actually playing a beer league game like less than an hour ago. So I rushed. All I saw was that Buffalo rocked the Bruins, rocked them. Ahoshkova, this is likely Kopitar's last 10 minutes. I hadn't thought of it that way. Drew is being mean. Playoff Brady or playoff Kotkaniemi in overtime? Well, one of them scored. So let's go with Kotkaniemi. Loud as heck in that building. Good evening, Steve, mods, and everyone. Merci beaucoup. They're showing the full anthem. Dremin 15. Is that one Sens fan allowed to leave Taiwan yet? Yes. He did his duty. We need a Max emoji. We do. Oh, Adam Wild. Is this the end of the Lightning as we know it? Yeah, I didn't hear no bell. Folks, it is 2-1. If this is the Lightning, the end of the Lightning as we know it, I'm going to be like that meme of that dude who he shows up to his op's funeral just to make sure he's dead. Like I think the Lightning are far from dead. You know, were the Leafs ever up 2-1 on Tampa? I think they were up 2-1 and yeah, they were definitely up 2-1 in 2023. Try to remember if they were in 2022. They split games 1 and 2. They might have been up. Yeah. They have Hagel, they'll be fine. You got to throw Kucherov in there. Cernak's not exactly that old. Cirelli isn't. Point isn't. Better stats, beer league Steve or playoff Brady? Well, I had zeros. I had a few really good chances, and I think I was a -1. So we're about equal. We're about equal. About equal. Télépaye, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est tout. How do you say broom in French? Let me look. Well, oh, for Colorado? English to French. So I'm going to look up sweep. Balayer. Balayer. Broom. Broom is ballet. 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 The Google Translate voice is very relaxing. What do you think of Habs rebuild in future? Well, all you need to do is be turbo donkey ass for 3 years, get 50 trillion picks, and hit on like all of them. Like lots of teams do what Montreal did, where they're bad and they accumulate picks and everything. It's wild how well the Habs have drafted. And like some of their best prospects aren't even there yet. Michael Hage, friggin' Bryce Pickford, no one's talking about him. It does help when you hit on Lane Hudson in round 2. Demidov falls to you at 5. Hey, Steve, I'm from the U.S. How would I get my prize if I finish in the top 10 for the Spark Bracket Challenge? Someone in the chat is going to help you. Yeah. Where do I think Dobish was picked? I know he was picked in 2020. 5th round? 136 overall in the 5th round. Puck is about to drop. In La Belle Provence. Match numéro 4. Puck is dropped. Lane Hudson. Numéro 48. I think is how you say it. I forget my numbers. Behind the Lightning net. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Josh Anderson laying the body. He's looking to do it again. And that'll be icing against the Lightning very early. Sports Talk Chud. I hate the Habs, but NHL's better when they're good. I don't detect a lie. Corey Mueller. Did you get the same warm and fuzzy feeling watching the Bruins lose brutally against the Sabres? Love from Edmonton. I don't hate it. How much credit do you think Jeff Gordon should get? Probably a lot. He built a pretty good Rangers team before they destroyed it, and now he's in Montreal, and they're doing very well. Matheson. Into the corner for Doc. Block it away by Andrei Vasilevsky. I don't have to put an accent on him, right? Knocked over. Oh, what a save by Dobish. And Kucherov's stick goes flying. That's wide of the net from Radish. Radish. Lightning in their own end. Good interception there from Doc in the neutral zone. Over to Bolduc. The tandem of Bolduc and Texier was lethal last game. At least lethal looking. I know they had the 1 goal. Could have had more. Or did they have 2? Texier, I know, set up Hudson for the game winner. In overtime. Habs lose the zone there. They'll have to scamper back to get it. Just 90 seconds into game 4. Steve, can you give us a bagel chant for luck? Well, you're going to need Bagel. Suzuki, what a pass! Can't find Caulfield. Bagel, Bagel, Bagel. I had a bagel today. Maybe it's a sign. Torelli in a battle. Forgets about the puck. Slavkovsky finds Suzuki, who chips it past McDonough. Oh, and he tries to flip it over Vasilevsky. Slavkovsky now getting hit 2-on-1 there. Suzuki not wasting opportunities to get a few cross checks on McDonough. They blow the play dead for too many men. Who had too many men? He just said bench minor penalty. Who? He said Montreal? Oh, I didn't hear him say Montreal. That's a pretty healthy slash from Nikita Kucherov, leading to that scoring chance. That's quite a few Habs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, Tampa. Early power play. Montreal's power play has been so good. Rather, penalty kill has been so good. Tampa is 3 for 13 in this series. It's crazy to me they have 3. Point. Gensel. Gain the zone. Still looking to get set up. Now they are. Bagel. Bagel! That one goes wide. Kucherov. Radish. Great movement to Bagel. Bagel! Gensel! Oh, he fans on it. Great opportunity. Kucherov. Bagel! Point! Stop! Rebound! Swatted away by Carrier. Matheson can't clear. Big battle in the corner. Still 105 to kill for Montreal. Tampa's power play looking very sharp. And Montreal stifling them right now, but they free it. Kucherov has Radish shot. Stopped by Dobish. And thank goodness there was no rebound for him because he was well out of his net. 50 seconds left. Bienvenue, mes amis. Steve Dangle ici. Face off. Habs come up with it. Can they clear it? They can. Perfectly into the corner. If Hagel equals Bagel, then Gensel equals Pretzel. But yeah. Yeah. Point hands it off. Bagel. Radish. Pretzel. Kucherov. Pretzel. Kucherov. In front for point. That's blocked. Oh, patient with the puck is Deneau. Flipping it out. Anderson giving chase on Radish, and he uses the body. It's Gensel, who does not have the puck, but it's fine. 2-1. Montreal has killed it off. Hagel sends it into the Montreal zone. Jared, Lightning are so wasteful in this series. Shaking my head. You got to give Montreal credit, man. Tampa's not shooting enough for my liking. Montreal's blocking shots really well. Does Fowler Dobish remind you of Halak Price? They don't have nearly the hype that those two had. That's offside. Price, you got to remember, was a 5th overall pick. Halak, I want to say was he a 2nd? He was a 9th round pick in 2003. Makes his Montreal Canadiens debut in 06-07. When was Halak spring? I think it was 2010. Yeah, it was 2010. Here comes Newhook. Ah! So Halak was hardly a prospect, is basically what I'm saying. Price, yes. Halak, no. Tampa. Gonsalves, nice move on Hudson. Holds on to it. Passes it. Oh, Gord. Dobish sprawled out. Boy, Dobish is active to start this game, and I'm not giving him a compliment. Hudson takes a big hit from Darren Radish. He's back up. That quieted the building for about 5 seconds. Bjorkstrand in the lineup for Tampa tonight. Steve, why did Ottawa lose? Trade Brady? Well, I mean, the Hurricanes are extremely good, and they're not as good. Um, they just made very immature mistakes. Brady, you won't convince me he was healthy. Ooh, Gensel was all alone in front. Tampa couldn't get the puck to him. There's another block in the slot from Montreal. They block shots. They block passes. That's a terrible decision from Bolduc. He gives it away. Here comes Gensel. Shot. That goes wide. James. Cernak. Now a tired Bolduc has to get rid of it. He does. Hudson, 2 minutes, 22 seconds on the ice. Habs have not been awarded a shot on goal yet through nearly 7 minutes. Gord, hit by Jack-Eye. Here come the Habs. Suzuki and Caulfield. Caulfield shoots. Vasilevsky stops it. I don't hate that at all. It's probably his best 5-on-5 look of the series. That wasn't a breakaway. Hey, congratulations to producer Drew and the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche officially sweep the LA Kings. Drew says or asks as we go into commercial break, is Anze Kopitar a Hall of Famer? A lot of things go into that. Accolades, winning, individual numbers, individual hardware. To me, he's sorry. What I'm mulling over is not whether or not he's a Hall of Famer. What I'm mulling over is whether or not he's first ballot. 1,521 regular season games, 1,316 points, 106 Stanley Cup playoff games. I'm not sure if that includes tonight. Or no, it doesn't. 107 career Stanley Cup playoff games, 27 goals in those games, 89 points, 3 Lady Byng trophies, the Mark Messier Award no one cares about, and 2 Selke trophies. I think the craziest thing about Kopitar is he only scored 30 goals twice. Oh, never mind, 3. You got 3. Drew goes, he's got to be the best Slovenian player ever. All time NHL scoring Slovenia. Quant hockey. There's 3. There's 3 and only 2 of them have points. Anze Kopitar is 1,316, followed closely by Jan Mersak at 4. Kopitar is 358 career penalty minutes in 1,500 games. His career high in penalty minutes is 32. He hit 30 penalty minutes twice. That's insane. Holy cow. We're back. Struble with it. He'll lift it into the Tampa zone. Evans lays the body on McDonough. Oh, Montreal can't get to that. Tampa can't handle that. Jack-Eye retrieves it, in his own end. Gives it away to Gensel. In front. Josh Anderson. Oh, is Danault going to be able to draw one? It looks like yes. He gets hit in the face, and you don't want to hit him in the face because his face is already sore. He doesn't have to sell it. His face hurts. Sedin Magic. You know what's crazy? 5 years ago, this was the Stanley Cup final. That wasn't the only crazy thing about 5 years ago. Crozier to the box for Tampa. Oh, yeah, he hits him in the face with his stick, and you're not allowed to do that. People were very sure to tell me, well, you're responsible for your stick. If Bjorkstrand scores, I will forgive all sins, says Jared. Kopitar will always be in Bergeron's shadow award-wise. Yeah, but he's retired now. Like, and he has 2 cups to Bergeron's 1. Like, I don't think Kopitar has many regrets. In terms of individual greatness, sure. I'm sure Bergeron would trade it. What a shot! Oh, how did Suzuki have that much time and space? Hagel clears it for Tampa, rubbed out there by Suzuki. How did Suzuki even get that look? Cross ice to Slav. Hagel, oh, can't clear it. Montreal, oh, what a move by Demidov. Can he hold on to it? He can. That was crazy. Hudson, Demidov, down low. Caulfield's in the high slot, mid slot. Hudson, on through traffic. There's a rebound. There's a sharp save from Vasilevsky. Demidov. Caulfield, Slav to Suzuki. Manages to get it to Hudson. Hudson, cross ice for Demidov. Doesn't get all that. Caulfield, kind of whiffs on it a little. Suzuki. Montreal can't hold the zone there. Penalty half killed. Hey, bonjour, Francois Labelle. Gifting 5 SDPN memberships. You beauty, Slavkovsky. Whoa, toe drag release stopped by Vasilevsky. 11:21 to go in the first 43 seconds to go on this power play. Look up how many languages Arbor Jacki knows. P.S. I know Coochie is a terrible nickname. Yes, it is. Coochie scores. Yeah, no thanks. No, Cooch. Even Cooch is, you're on thin ice, but it's fine. Francois Labelle. Hi, friends. I think what you mean is salut, mes amis. Watching the game, won't be able to watch along. Choo choo. Choo choo, Francois. Face off. Doc in the corner. Can't get it to Newhook. Second unit out there from Montreal. Bolduc. Down low. Montreal having trouble corralling this puck. Texier. Doc. Tampa all over Montreal. This is a good kill here. Lilleberg, good job. Gergensons gets rocked. Hilke hit to make a play, though. Tampa gets rid of it, and now Matheson. He's knocked over by Gord. Oh, and they're calling it. Is it a trip? 10:50 to go in the first. Montreal's going to get 12 seconds, 5-on-3. I didn't see a trip there. That was a crazy hit. Bolduc on Gergensons. And then let's see this. Oh boy. I got to be honest, folks. I think that's a pretty soft call. Especially to make it 5-on-3. I don't know. He just sort of gets him in the high pants. Not even really with a cross check. What was the call officially? I didn't hear it either. Suzuki. Oh, Caulfield. He was right there. Caulfield! He misses wide. And the Habs lose the zone. Had a good chance with the 5-on-3 anyway. And now Crozier's going to have to fly out of the box here to the bench. Boston are the most overrated team of the 2010s. I don't know, man. They went to 3 finals. They're pretty good. Oh, Hudson. What movement? Good block there from Cernak on Suzuki. Hudson. Caulfield. Down low to Suzuki. in front. Oh, couldn't find Slav. Hudson on. That's blocked. Oh, Caulfield had Slav. Couldn't get the shot off. Minute 10 here. Caulfield. Oh, that was deflected. A Caulfield shot by Suzuki, stopped by Vasilevsky. This, to me, is the best Caulfield has looked. He's been very involved to start this game. Avalanche beat the Kings. Oh, we all know. They called it cross-checking? By the standard of these playoffs? By the standard of any playoffs? I don't think so, man. Habs, Doc, Texier. Back to Matheson at the point. Matheson, Texier. On! Oh! I think that might have hit Vasilevsky in the mask. Now down the ice, 45 seconds left for Montreal here. Dobish out of his net to play it. Ali, hi, Steve. I'm a sweep time here in Carolina. Bless you. You're doing the Lord's work. Cross ice. Still 30 seconds. Texier. Matheson fakes it. Shot from Bolduc is blocked by Moser. Habs can't handle the point. They'll have one more chance here. Matheson, what a move! Stopped by Vasilevsky. Sorry, folks. I'm distracted by my phone. Oh. Put it this way, the Leafs news died down for a few days. Anderson! That's blocked and out of play. Leafs news died down for a few days. Might change. Might not. Anze Kopitar is officially done, says Ostino, as we go to commercial break. Drew says, would you rather be the team that sweeps and chills for how many days? At least 6 days? Justin Fisher just text me or tell me, bitch. Don't talk to me like that. You know what, Drew? I don't know what winning in 7 is. They haven't done that since I was in high school, so I'll actually take winning in 7. Advantage Dallas or Minnesota? Depends on injuries, obviously. Stop calling me that. Sorry, I get text messages in the top right corner of my. Did you see the Glazilla from the Rockies? The what? The pardon? As a Philly fan, a little concerned that Sidney got his groove back. Okay, I have never seen a team up 3-0 in a series and then lose game 4. I've never seen a fan base be this unhinged the next day. Philly. Like, were the Leafs like this last year? I can't remember because the Leafs were up 3-0 and then obviously lost game 4. They lost game 5 as well. I think you lose 2, you're allowed to get a little squirrely, all right? You lose 1, screw your head on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is scary though. I understand. What's your favorite series so far in the first round? Yo, yesterday I got to watch 3 hockey games. It was so sick. This one. This one. Here comes Sorelli. There's some really good series, but this one. There's also some series I just haven't gotten to watch very much. Kucherov up the ice. Moser dumps it. 8:30 to go in the first. Sorelli. Radish fans on it. Tampa prevents the breakout. And now they'll try it again. Nope, they flub it. Bit of putting around in the neutral zone here. Demidov in the offensive zone. Hands it off to Kapanen. That was a nice shot. Stopped by Vasilevsky. New hook. Fans on it. Why was that blown dead? 7:59 to go in the first. I do remember when Tampa was out shooting them 3-0, Drew. It is now 9-3 for Montreal. You got to show the Habs mascot on screen. Max Pacioretty, the pupper. That's not his name. He is officially Max. Long form, if he's in trouble, he's Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North and general of the Felix Legions. Over under, Drew asked me, how many games does Ridley Grigg get? And the over under is 1.5. I'll take the over there, believe it or not. Like one thing you got to give Peros, I can't believe I'm going to say this, some credit for. If something isn't even close to a hockey play, which what Ridley Grigg did was not, usually it's punished. Like the argument with Riley is like, listen, you cross-checked a guy celebrating a goal. That's not a hockey play at all. And he got 5 games for it. Now, granted, that's cross-checking a guy in the face, but glove on uppercutting a defenseless guy who's already in a scuffle is grease. Whoa. Drew says it's worse than Riley. Yeah. Well, put it this way. Greg at least had a split second to see what was coming with Riley and sort of half defend himself. The guy he punched, I don't even know who he punched. Didn't have that chance. Hagel! Oh, Moser! Stopped by Dobish. Tampa getting a couple looks there. 7:23 to go in the first. Remember Lightning legend Matt Dumba? Dark days. When was he a Lightning? Wasn't that last year? Or was that Dallas? Or was that this year? Thank you, Justin. Sean Walker was the one who got punched. I think there's an argument. It's 5 games. He's not going to get 5 games. I'd say 2. But what's interesting, you know how they're like, oh, a suspension in the playoffs, like 1 is 2, but it's 1 in the playoffs. The Sens aren't in the playoffs anymore. Sens win that game. I bet Greg gets a game. Oh, Tampa turnover. Kucherov stopped by Dobish and held on to 7:06 to go in the first. Have you got a soft mini antler for Max yet? What is that? Oh, like a antler to chew on? Because I've seen those. I have not. Max is also 9 weeks old. Face off in the Montreal Canadiens zone. Point wins that back clean to Radish. Plays it to Kucherov. Can't do what he wants with the puck. Oh, that's a bit of a hook. Lightning have it, though. Hagel. Radish! That was deflected. Point collects it to Kucherov. One-timer from Radish is blocked again. And the Habs, Danault gets him out of the zone. That was over 90 miles an hour there from Radish. Matheson knocks his man down. Point attacks. This is a good counterpunch here from Tampa. The first life they've shown in a while. That's blocked by Carrier. Matheson. No, they meant an antler so he can dress like Max from the Grinch. Oh, that is cute as hell. And very obviously none of us thought about it. That's offside against Tampa. Or sorry, against Montreal. Tampa is arguing the puck should go all the way down. And some black thread tie a horn on top of his head. You know what? I will talk to Mrs. Dangle at intermission. Because I think that is a lovely idea. Am I going to be the Grinch? Max. Yeah, Max. No, Isla is already the Grinch. She goes, Max. She walks around doing a Grinch impression to Max. Can I tell you how completely terrified this 2-year-old was when we brought the dog that she wanted so badly home? She likes him now, but holy crap, was she terrified. There's a good stick there from Montreal. They're not out of danger yet, though. Danault being chased by James, who was so effective in Game 3. Habs get out of their zone, but not with possession. Danault collects the puck in the neutral zone. Knocked to the ice there by Gonsalves. To match his Grinch namesake. I know, I'm silly, Denise. I'm sorry. Gooley. Neutral zone battle here. Paces grind to a halt. Radish is getting his shots in on Demidov. Habs collect it off a Tampa dump in. Oh boy, Demidov does sort of end up giving it away, but gets out of the zone at very least. Hagel. Hagel hands it to Point. Oh, it's behind Dobish. He's flying back into the net. Where's the puck? Swatted away by Dobish. Moser, 4:45 to go in the first. Moser into the high slot for Hagel. Hagel, Moser. Moser brings it around for Point. Kucherov has Gooley on him. Kucherov's pass is swatted away. Matheson collects. Mon Dieu. That's going to be icing. No, it is not for some reason. So McDonough didn't go for the puck, they're saying. Or at least that's Craig Simpson's theory. Struble collects that giveaway. Doc turns around. Struble is hit. That's a high stick. Play continues. Doc well up the ice. He finds Bolduc. Behind the net, Texier giving chase. Tampa gets out of their zone. Oh, and that could have been a 2-on-1 if handled poorly. Good defense there in the offensive zone from Bolduc. Texier. Nick Paul. Montreal has been doing a crazy job intercepting Tampa passes with their sticks. Do you have an NHL ref you actually like? No. Icing against Montreal. 3:18 to go in the first. Now, let me tell you why I'm saying no. It's not to be a jerk. I shouldn't know your name. You know anyone with a Wes McCauley jersey? You know anyone with a Garrett Rank jersey? You know what I mean? My favorite NHL refs are the ones I can't name. If I can name you, you lost the game. Suzuki wins that faceoff in his own end. Bolduc. Chased by Radish. Up the ice. Kucherov. They can't knock him off the puck. Good pass. Cross ice. Here comes Tampa. Into the slot. Nick Paul can't control that. Moser, sorry. Saw 90. Thought it was 20. Kucherov. Oh, can't find Pretzel. Montreal. 3 wide. Slavkovsky around for Suzuki. Tampa. Easy transition. Gensel screws that pass up. Suzuki and Caulfield working their magic. Suzuki back to Slavkovsky. Oh, he had Vasilevsky moving. Misses his target. Habs still have it. No, they don't. Here comes Tampa. Gonsalves. He's hit stiff into the boards by Gooley. But James sticks with it. Bjorkstrand. Swatted away. Cernak. Cross ice. Shot. That's wide. 2:08 to go in the first. Bjorkstrand looking effective there. Hudson almost sprung there. Didn't work. Gonsalves. Again, Montreal breaks up the pass. Danault sends it around. Vasilevsky out of his net to play it. Crozier. Puck bouncing around, causing both teams trouble. Tampa settles it down. I think they're offside. Doesn't matter. Crozier. Point. Turned around. Hagel. Cross ice for Kucherov. Swatted away by Danault. And is Evans going to get there first? Chasing it is Lilleberg. Evans, what an effort. Gets it across to Matheson. Shot. Blocked. Oh, that was such an effort. Go Blue says Kuch's passes have been horrible tonight. I don't disagree. 1 minute to go in the first period. Lilleberg. Poole cues it. Gord hard after it. Gets his hit on Hudson. Demidov works to get it out of the zone. Tampa has it, though. Gensel. Again, into the middle of the ice for no one. Demidov gets that around Moser. Habs. Good job putting pressure on there, but Cirelli comes out with it. Radish gets it across. Tampa just onside. And Montreal corrals it. It's Hudson. Here we go. Oliver Kapanen. New hook. 12 seconds. Hudson. That's blocked. Texier. Spin shoots. That doesn't get through. Clock winds down. Big hit at final horn from Bolduc on Gord. And refs mostly break that up. Dominic James thinking about it. 0-0 after 1. How much money has Bjorky spent being worse line A? I don't think you know how bad line A is these days. Steve, greetings from Louisiana. Any advice for picking a team to root for? The one that sparks joy. You got to be Mary Kondo about this. Are we sure Dobish isn't a secret clone of Price to boost Team Czechia? He has the desperation saves plus super calm style. I think Dobish is a good goalie. I would not describe his style as calm. Plus random easy goals. Oh. See, that makes him a little more along the lines of Jonathan Quick. Bagel, pretzel, radish. Is this a team or brunch? Oh, Katie. I tell you, I got no respect. I need someone who can do a Jay Leno impression to, what, bagel, a pretzel, a radish. What is this, brunch? Diane, Canes used a clip from SDPN on one of their Instagram posts. It was Adam complimenting the Canes. Hey, we don't get used in a ton of those where we're saying nice things. So glad to be involved. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Wasn't that Rodney Dangerfield? Yes, it was. Just go with it. Just go with it. Drew, do we have a clip? Oh, let's go OHL. We're gonna show the best from around the OHL in round 2 of the OHL playoffs. Drew, let's hit him with a little clip of oh wow. Hello, friend. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another episode of Oh Wow, where we take a look at the best from around the OHL in round 2 of the playoffs. Let's talk about all of that, but first, hey, do you want to dominate off the ice as much as your favorite team dominates on the ice? Well, my friend, you should check out the Toyota Tacoma. Its standard I-Force engine boasts an incredible towing capacity of up to 6,400 pounds, making it the most powerful Tacoma ever. The available power liftgate on the Toyota Tacoma allows you to load your stuff in and take your stuff out with ease. It's a cinch. It should come in handy for that road trip that you have planned to go from Kitchener to Windsor for round 3. Or how about from Brantford to Barrie, because they're playing against each other too. Which I was about to tell you isn't that far. I lie, that's almost 2 hours. Wow. Well, if you're gonna do it, you get in the Toyota Tacoma and you blast that JBL speaker system and away you go. My friend, if you want to experience power, capability, and convenience, you should be checking out the Toyota Tacoma now. Well, how do I do that? Glad you asked. Visit shoptoyota.ca or check out your local Ontario Toyota dealer during Red Tag Days, which is now through May. Now, let's talk about the best plays from around the OHL in round 2. I want to start with a big save from a goalie in this one. Here's Christian Kirsch of the Kitchener Rangers.
Woolley with a shot that was blocked, and here's another lead pass for Sharon. But this time Kirsch will get it. Gave it up though. Here's a chance in front. Oh, what a save by Kirsch. Travis Hayes was robbed as Kirsch.
That is absolutely absurd. The camera did the zoom in on the guy who scored and everything, except he didn't score. Christian Kirsch keeps that game within 1 and gave Kitchener a realistic chance at the sweep that night. Now, they didn't get it, but they would knock off the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds 1 game later in Game 5. That save, though, that's an all-time I got robbed reaction. Christian Kirsch of the Kitchener Rangers, who take on the Windsor Spitfires in round 3. Oh, wow. Hey, speaking of Windsor, check out the dangles from Anthony Cristoforo of the Spitfires.
A sweep over the attack for the Birds, a sweep over the Guelph Storm for the Spits. There's Kevin He with a head of steam. Nice poke check at center. Nesbitt got it off of his tape. Now Cristoforo to bring it in. Dancing in, goes 5-hole and he scores. Cristoforo, as Bakari was trying to poke check it. He puts it through the wickets, and Windsor's on the board first.
Dude, did you just nutmeg a defender into a pool cue goal in the first 5 minutes of a playoff game? Gosh, now Anthony Cristoforo, we shouldn't be surprised. He's having an unbelievable playoff. The 20-year-old had 61 points last season, 62 points this season. 10 points in 8 playoff games so far, 2 goals, 8 assists. Although, turns out he can score goals pretty well. Oh, worth mentioning, he's a defenseman. Anthony Cristoforo. Oh, wow. Now, coming up next, this is absurd. It is a 5-5 tied playoff game in the 3rd period. Kitchener, Sault Ste. Marie. It is a barn burner of a game, and this is a barn burner of a goal, a 4-way passing play. Yuck.
Here comes O'Reilly over the line. O'Reilly will stop. O'Reilly, he's got to what? To Edwards scores! Tick, goal! Give Dylan Edwards his 2nd of the game, and Kitchener's back in front, 6-5.
put that sequence on a loop. What a passing play from the Rangers. O'Reilly with patience catches Woolley, the trailer, and then it's Pridham finding Edwards back door as George is hung out to dry.
I'm sorry. Producer Hayden, please play just the play-by-play call again. Listen to the announcer. He can't keep up.
Comes O'Reilly over the line. O'Reilly will stop. O'Reilly, he's got it to Woolley. What? To Edwards scores!
O'Reilly. Ooh, hey, oh! But dude, I get it. That's exactly my reaction to the goal. That is Dylan Edwards who ends up finishing that off, if you were paying attention, to make it 6-5. Fans got their money's worth that night. And like I said before, Kitchener moves on to the conference final. This goal. Oh, wow. For our final highlight, you know what? It doesn't always have to be the biggest, most dazzling goal like that. Sometimes it's what the goal means. Brantford Bulldogs up 2-0 on the North Bay Battalion. They have a stranglehold on that series. If they win this thing in overtime, and in overtime, Ben Danford. Leaf prospect, you might have heard of him.
Finds Danford on the near side. Danford steadies a bouncing puck, sends it behind the goal.
It's a nice play by Danford.
O'Brien to the far side. Danford looks, sets, fires, he scores! Ben Danford with the overtime winner with 5:26 left in the second overtime period. And the Toronto Maple Leafs first rounder gives the Bulldogs a 3-0 series lead.
Ben Danford ices Game 3, hilariously, his first and only goal of the OHL playoffs so far. Would you believe me if I told you Ben Danford has played in 54 career OHL playoff games? 5 in his first season, okay. 21 in the next 2, followed by this run that could go a lot longer. Big goal for a big team, hoping to have a big playoff. Ben Danford. Oh, wow. So, my friends, what did you think of this week's edition of Oh Wow? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. For now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Bienvenue mes amis, Steve Dangle ici, and welcome to another episode of Q It Up, where we take a look at the best from around the QMJHL over round 2 of the playoffs. We'll start with a question. What's bigger than an overtime winner in the playoffs? The answer: a double overtime winner in the playoffs. Here's Antoine Saint Laurent of the Rouyn-Noranda Huskies.
Ogonevski toujours. Les alignes bleues pour Saint-Laurent, le tir, compé dévié, le but! Les Huskies qui l'emportent dans ce deuxième match sur un tir dévié.
Antoine Saint-Laurent qui joue au héros là-dessus. Josiane, incroyable, un lancer frappé encore une fois et Mathis Fernandez est battu. Et là, alors qu'on pensait que les Huskies allaient échapper le deuxième match de cette série, ils tiraient de l'arrière 5-3, mais non, ils l'emportent en période de prolongation.
That is a big, big goal from the 18-year-old undrafted defenseman, Antoine Saint Laurent. This dude is having an unbelievable season. He had 10 goals, 43 points in 57 regular season games. Pretty good. In the playoffs, 2 goals, one of them being that one, 12 points in 11 playoff games. Saint Laurent played a pivotal role in Rouyn-Noranda's 4-game sweep of the Shawinigan Cataracts. And now, a true clash of the Titans in round 3 as Rouyn-Noranda takes on the Chicoutimi Saguenayens in round 3. That is a wild, wild series. So what do you do when it's in double overtime and you want to get out of the building? You tell Antoine Saint Laurent, cue it up. Now, our first highlight featured 1 goal. That's pretty good. This one, 4! Here's Gabe Smith of the Moncton Wildcats with a 4-goal performance. Producer Hayden, cue it up.
Un peu plus bas, là, il y a Tournas porte arrière. Là, il a un tir, c'est dévié, ben l'arrêt de Beaunoyer, c'était pas commode. Tournas, c'est le but! Devinerez jamais qui. Gabe Smith, un 4e pour lui. Et la punition qui vient faire mal aux foreurs.
Ouais, avec 31 secondes à faire avant le retour à égalité.
Yeah, Utah Mammoth fans ought to be excited about this one. Gabe Smith is a big fella, 6'4", 225 pounds. And the Utah Mammoth got him in 2024, 103rd overall somehow in the 4th round. Now, credit for that pick because he only had 9 goals and 23 points in 54 games in his draft year. The following season, 20 goals and 39 points, not to mention a QMJHL championship. The following season, 20 goals, 39 points, not to mention a championship. And oh, how were his playoffs last year? 22 points in 19 games. Well, this season, career best in everything. 34 goals, 77 points. In these playoffs, he is going off. What if I told you he had 9 points in 8 games? You'd be like, oh, that's pretty impressive. Okay, well, it's 9 goals in 8 games, actually, and 15 points. Gabe Smith and the Moncton Wildcats will be taking on the Blainville-Boisbriand Armada in round 3. Oh, speaking of the Armada, we have an incredible stretch pass from Spencer Gill to Oliver Lemieux. Cue it up.
30-20 les lancers. Ondel qui est dévié jusqu'à la selle qui va la gober et la laisse pour Gill. Va amorcer l'attaque, long jeu vers le mieux. Fin de période, est-ce qu'il est là-dedans? 5 secondes, et compte! La passe de Spencer Gill rejoint Olivier Lemieux.
With seconds remaining on the clock as well. Spencer Gill sent that pass from about St. John's to Victoria, and that is just a really nice breakaway snipe from Oliver Lemieux. And that is part of the reason that the Armada were able to knock off the Newfoundland Regiment in 6 games in their second round clash. Great season for the Newfoundland Regiment, but unfortunately it comes to an end. And now the Armada have the Moncton Wildcats waiting for them. Hey, how about another passing play? You want that? This time featuring Chicoutimi. Wow, Chicoutimi's gone like a whole 5 minutes without being in a Cue It Up video. Holy cow. It's got to be a new record for you guys. Step it up. Griffin Bucci finds Alexis Toussaint. Cue it up.
Dribble avec la rondelle, descend sur l'aile droite, tente de se libérer de la couverture de Howard qui le met en échec avec 4 minutes à jouer en première. 1-0 les Sacs. Watson Bucci le tire, rate à la gauche du gardien, on retourne et le but! Alexis Toussaint récupère le retour de derrière le filet et déjoue le gardien Déligé. C'est 2-0 les Saguenayens. Le premier tir a raté la cible à la gauche de Patrick Déligé. Et la rondelle est revenue rapidement sur la lame de bâton d'Alexis Toussaint, bien positionné à l'embouchure du filet à la droite de Déligé.
I don't care if you meant to do it or not. Tell everybody, tell the world, you did that on purpose. Now, this crew is a huge part of the reason, a big part of the reason, why Chicoutimi has not lost in these playoffs yet. They are a perfect 8-0 through 2 rounds. 2 sweeps. 2 sweeps that they got done toot sweet. That's completely absurd. They do have their hands full with Rouyn-Noranda in round 3. Do they finally... Forget losing a series. Let's start with, do they lose a game? Now, Chicoutimi might not have lost this game, but they allowed a filthy goal. Matthias Lozelle of the Quebec Rempart not going down without a fight. Cue it up.
Dans le fond de son territoire, Meyer envoie à Youens. Attention, le pourchassé par Guité. Une longue passe que Boulans veut reprendre et Lebel est allé d'un bon coup de bâton là, pour empêcher Boulans. Wang pousse devant. Attention, le Loisel face à Guité. Loisel, une fin de son tir, le but! À 4 contre 4 à forces égales, celui qui a été excellent hier, donné devant au rempart.
D'un revers va...
Pretty interesting season for Lozelle. He played a full 63-game season in the QMJHL last season, including 4 games in the playoffs where he had 2 points. This season, he plays 12 games in the QJAAHL. In those 12 games, 7 goals, 20 points. Okay, well, let's see how he does in the Q again. In 37 games, 8 goals, 23 points. That's a big step up from last season. And in these playoffs, 6 points in 11 games played. And you know what? We're pulling an audible here. We're pulling an audible. We need an honorable mention because this did not go in. But if it did, it would have been one of the greatest goals of all time. Here's Marek Danicek just fooling around out there. Cue it up.
With a beautiful maneuver there. The stretch pass didn't work out for the regiment as Mathieu lays the hit. Danicek brings it back in. Marek Danicek. Oh my goodness, he almost had an unreal play. Oh wow, that was almost Sports Center top 10 written all over that one.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was just amazing. If he would have got that up, here's one, whoops, dude, oh my goodness. Can you imagine if he would have got that away?
That would have been the goal of the century.
Something to see.
Oh, if that, oh! So ends an incredible season for Marek Danicek with the Newfoundland Regiment. 33 goals, 74 points in 64 regular season games, and add to that another 9 points in 12 games in the playoffs. It should have been 10! So, mon ami, what'd you think of this week's edition of Cue It Up? Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know who you think is going to make it to the final. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like. Bienvenue, mes amis. Steve Dangle ici. Welcome to the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. I hadn't thought of it that way. Scott Lawton can come home now. I hadn't thought of it that way. Steve, come down and see a Kitchener Rangers game. They're on the list. Oh. Second intermission. We have nothing. Nothing for you. We don't give a damn. That's not true. Second intermission. It's trivia on Spark. You can click the link in the chat and in the description of this, or you could listen to me say https://app.spark.fun/e/SDPN. It's trivia. It's multiple choice. First prize, a Montreal Canadiens Fanatics and Lululemon backpack. Last game was a little bit of lightning stuff. This game, Le Bleu Blanc et Rouge getting back in there. And folks, it's a spelling bee. An SDPN Spark classic. The real ones know and love the spelling bee. You got to get the correct spelling of a player's name. Multiple choice. And you can only win by being right and fast. Get in there. Oilers are making me miss the Boulin Wall again. They have not had very good goaltending. Remy Poirier, welcome to SDP VIP. Dobish is the spiritual successor of Peter Mrazek. Yeah, but like good. Mrazek should have been good. Puck is dropped. Tampa wins the opening draw of the deuxième période. I say période. I don't know if it's probably not the word. Just period with a French accent. Shot. Stopped by Vasilevsky, and Anderson had the extra whack, and everyone's a little upset about that. Wes Richard gifted 10 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup. Jer Pessonen. Jare Pessonen. Kitchener Rangers has a pretty cool coach. If I was the Leafs GM, I would get that guy, whoever he is and where he is from. Ooh. Yusi Ahokas? Ahokas? Oh, Steve, don't go on elite prospects during the stream. It's going to crash everything. Shot! Stop by Dobish. There's a rebound. Swatted away again by Montreal. No icing. The team. Oh, what a hit! Anderson. And he's going to get called for it. Anderson, I think, hurt himself. Oh, baby. Montreal minor for boarding. I believe it was Josh Anderson on Ryan McDonough. Oh, it's quite a bad hit. I'm amazed. I'm amazed McDonough got up. Oh, he got cowbelled. So Anderson going down the tunnel. Was it the stick or the heel? Do you think he got kicked in the nuts? There's no CRTC online. You can say nuts. You could probably say nuts on hockey night, right? It would just be frowned upon. It's not illegal, though. You could say nuts. But, like, you've never heard Ron McLean go, well, he hit him in the nuts. You know? Don Cherry back in the day, oh, yeah, you know, he hit him in the nuts there. And you know what I mean? Steven Schiller, spelling bee, spill Justin's drink for me. Canada beat Norway at the World Juniors today, says Denise. I knew what you meant. Choo choo. Norway didn't see the Canada train coming. Is that how this works? Well, this is not a good start to the second period for Montreal. Let's see if Tampa can take advantage. They lose the zone there. Early Tampa power play in the first, early Tampa power play in the second. That is a trend that Martin St. Louis cannot be too happy about. Point. Gensel hands it off. Cross ice. Again, that pass is bothered at very least. Radish. Kucherov. Down low. Kucherov. Kucherov shot. That is blocked by Matheson. Gensel. Kucherov. Gensel. A lot of pressure here from Montreal. Hagel has someone all over him. It bounces in front, and Montreal just gets rid of it. Penalty, half killed. Aaron Radish. Braden Point. Kucherov gains the zone. And he passes to no one. Kucherov does not look himself tonight. Hagel. Radish flubs it. Habs get rid of it. Their penalty kill is unreal tonight. Dobish's play style kind of reminds me of Curtis McElhaney. Compliment or derogatory? Jared says, oh no. Anyway, with regard to Josh Anderson. Gonsalves behind the net. Gooley misses a huge hit. 5 seconds. Gonsalves. Cross ice. Gonsalves. Hit away. And the penalty's been killed, but Tampa still has the puck. Nick Paul. Dominic James falls down. Gooley. Around for Hudson. Up the ice in Montreal. Oh, Texier. Why was that offside? I thought Texier hit it back into his own end. 16:56 to go in the second. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Face off at center ice. Doc loses that face off to Sorelli. McDonough. Deflected into the Montreal zone. Dobish plays it out of the reach of Struble. I'm not sure that was helpful. Struble in there to help. Oh, Kucherov just took a heavy cross check. He's giving it back. Now Struble giving it to him. Oh, they are working right below the left side of his rib cage on Kucherov. Jackeye and Struble absolutely teaming up on Kucherov on that shift. Ugh. You know how hard you got to cross-check Nikita Kucherov for me to feel bad for him? Struble, watch. It's Jack-Eye. Oh! Kucherov started it? Mm-hmm. I mean, I believe you. Oof. And they blew that dead just purely because the puck wasn't moving. No disrespect to Struble and Jack-Eye, but you got to imagine they don't want them out there against Kucherov. So it was a unique situation where the puck it's just standing there, right? You got a stationary Nikita Kucherov. Yeah, get your pound of flesh. Why not? Kucherov, fans on that. Oh, that's deflected just wide. You might have awoken the beast, though. Kucherov was not having a good game. Matheson is having a great game, on the other hand. Suzuki. Oh, I'm not sure about that choice. Might have given it away. Nope. Habs at very least get out of their zone. Oh, Caulfield nearly a 2-on-1 there. Here comes Point. Great passing play by Tampa. Point has a lane. Stopped by Dobish. And held on to 15:39 to go in the second. Heather the Avs fan. Excuse me, I'm still at work and was a touch busy. I love you all. 4 brooms. Have a good evening. Go Avs, go. Sedin Magic. I don't know that messing with Kucherov is a good idea. He's psychotic. Yeah, great minds think alike, bud. I think you're correct. Choo, choo. Heather the Avs fan with 10 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup. Suzuki wins that against Dominic James. Very different pace to this game from some of from all other 3. This is much more of a chess match. There's a little less adrenaline. You wonder if fatigue's catching up with both teams a little bit. Oh, Suzuki. That's a nice play. Slavkovsky. Suzuki. Cross ice to Gooley. That pass was a little high. And Tampa is going to get out of their zone here. Oh, no, they're not. Suzuki can't get it to Slav. Oh, that was so close to costly. And now Tampa on the counter punch. Gonsalves is hit. James after it. Slav. Perry in there. I haven't even noticed him in this game. A lot of guys really not as effective tonight as they have been. But this game's not even half done. So they all have a chance to get back in this. Perry doesn't even have a stick right now. Hudson. Gooley. Kapanen. Puck is turned around as the Habs change. Jack-Eye throws that in. Vasilevsky will play it. Kapanen. Perry with it in his own end. Oh, fooled the cameraman. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Habs try to make a play on it, though. Dobish. Jack-Eye. Smushed by Gergensons. Jack-Eye, as tough a customer as there is in the NHL, but he has not been sure with the puck in this series. Getting Dobson back would be absolutely massive for the Montreal Canadiens. There was an update today, and the update was that there will be an update in 48 hours. Who knows what that means? Hagel. On! Oh, that's deflected just wide. I thought that was in. Back of the net now. Hagel. Point's got a hold of Demidov's jersey there. Carrier. Around. Tampa's forecheck, making it really difficult for Montreal to get out of their zone with possession. They pull it off. Josh Anderson is back out there. Oh, very near. Too many men there for Jake Evans, and that puck goes out of play. Giggling Cat catching up, and wouldn't Don Cherry have said he was hitting the cherries? I don't know if he would have. He was hitting the Isn't the chair? No, I don't know. Does each broadcast share one camera or their own? Drew, I think, would know the answer to that. I think it's one. Does each broadcast, so like let's say there's a Montreal broadcast and a Tampa broadcast, do they each have their own camera? Or is it just one broadcast camera? It's a main broadcast. So for the playoffs, it's a main broadcast camera that's fed into both by the league. Probably, or whoever has the rights to that arena. Rogers feeding TNT. So you're telling me, like in theory, for a TSN regional game, it would be Rogers operating the camera? It'd be a TSN camera crew. I'm confused. I'm too stupid for this. Slim Slimy. Steve, I scored a buzzer beater from behind the red line in my beer league game tonight. Are you proud? I am. Also, goal bolts. I am proud of you as someone who came very close to scoring in my beer league tonight and didn't. I should have had 2 points. I would have gotten an assist. We put it off the inside of the bar. Gosh darn it. And I just got robbed. I got robbed on a charity assist too. Ugh. Ray Adlington with the Oilers starting Jerry. Are they? Oh. How many goals scored in that game before overtime ends in this one? I kind of think Jerry pitches a gem. Less than 2 goals. Sorry, someone actually sent me an answer here. To answer your question about Rogers and TSN cameras, Dome does all their games and both companies own Dome. Now I'm even more confused. Rogers and Bell. How many companies do Rogers and Bell own together? All of them. Yeah. Slavkovsky. Suzuki battling Cernak. Caulfield comes in to help. Gensel's in to help. Slav. That skips past Caulfield. Gord. Tampa gets rid of it. You may not be a Habs fan, but we appreciate you being with us. Merci beaucoup, Paris. Merci beaucoup. Puck goes around. Tampa collects it in their own end. McDonough over. 12 minutes to go in the second period. Gord. Nearly intercepted. McDonough after it. Point. Oh, Deneau all over Point. This is probably as effective as I've seen Philip Deneau in this game. That squirted in front. Nearly a chance for Tampa. Paul. Perry. Paul on. I think that hits the side of the net there. Girgensons. Again, Deneau all over him. Paul in there. So is Carrier. Perry and Evans fighting for it. Crozier. Montreal just dogged determination to get it out. Now, Montreal only has, Anderson just tried to kill a guy. Montreal only has 1 shot in the last, I'm not even sure how many minutes, 15 or 20 minutes. So that's going to have to change despite their solid defensive play. Texier. Doc trying to get in with speed, but Lilleberg is there. Or that was Hagel, sorry. I saw 38, thought it was 78. My bad. Hudson. Gooley. Hudson. Gooley. Didn't like whatever he saw. Up the ice for Doc. Hands it off to Texier. Shot! That is blocked. Tampa's going to try to counter a punch here. Bjorkstrand. Oh, almost gets absolutely demolished. Point. To the point. Radishon. Stop by Dobish. Habs get out. With speed. Partial break. Is Bolduc. He scores! Zach Bolduc. I don't even think he shot it. I think he was carrying it. It was poke checked away by Vasilevsky, and he body checks the puck into the net. A little happy accident there for Bolduc. I said they hadn't had a shot in a while, and they didn't need one. They just needed a goal. Skip the middleman. You don't need a shot. You just need a goal. 1-0 Montreal. Goulier taped to, or Goulier. Goulier tape to tape to Bolduc. Goulier. Oh, that's all Vasilevsky. That's all Vasilevsky. Bolduc does not get the shot off. It's poke checked by Vasilevsky and knocked into the net. And is Tampa gonna challenge this? Or are they just trying to kill the momentum here? No, I think he was just trying to kill the momentum. Was he thinking offside? Was he thinking goalie interference? Not about quantity of shots, it's about quality. Wholeheartedly agree. Thank you, Giggling Cat, for the 5 SDPN memberships. Tampa really needs Perry to contribute point-wise. I agree. Oh, new hook's going to get a hook here. More like current hook. That's a new hook. So they called it. Horrible. Sorry. I have the local Tampa broadcast and Serge Savard Dangle tonight. I have the most unbiased commentary tonight as we go to commercial break. Clock on the stream is off by 1 because of wrong pause time. Drew! I don't know. Is that the same Dino that terrorized the Leafs? It looks a lot like him. Let's go. I'm the rare francophone who's cheering for Tampa. Can't stand the Habs. Steve, can we get an Allons-y Tampa? Is that betrayal? Does that count as betrayal? Don't show Habs Reddit this. Sorry, yes? I saw the National Lacrosse League released a statement. So the overtime winner, is it the NLL final right now? So the overtime winner should not have counted. And as a result, the officiating crew has been punished. But they're not going to redo the overtime, right? That officiating crew is no longer doing any playoff games. I feel bad for them because, like, the people in the NLL are not rich. Bettman should do that, but they wouldn't publicly put them on blast like that. 2012 Calder Cup final. I'll stay mad about this till I die. John Cooper and the Norfolk Admirals, they're up 2-0 on the Toronto Marlies. They're a way better team. They were stacked. You should go look at the players that were on that team. Some of them are in this series. Game 3 goes to overtime. Norfolk scores. They go up 3-0. Series is over, basically. After the game, it's announced it was offside. The league releases a statement going, it was offside. And that's it. Like, I don't even think they punished anyone. They were just like, our bad. Sorry, your season's basically over. You're just boned. You don't need to shoot. You just got to go to the net, says Sports Talk Chud. Braden Point, my beloved, please come back to us, says Jared. Well, maybe he does here on this power play. Yet another Tampa power play. Montreal's PK has been exemplary. Whoa, Radish stepped into that one. Kucherov holds the zone. Montreal down the ice. Oh, nearly a breakaway. for Nick Suzuki. That would have been something else. Hagel gets that to Kucherov. Gensel. Kucherov. Gensel. Kucherov! Stopped by Dobish. Bad angle shot. Maybe trying to generate a rebound. Gensel. Kucherov. Kucherov with a move. Gensel. Shot. Blocked. Habs clear. Just magnificent work on the PK for the Montreal Canadiens. Half a power play still to kill, though. Here comes Point. Hagel. Gensel! Oh, off the bar! Right in the middle of an ole ole chant on the penalty kill, which I think is bold. Ooh. Daniel D. EA NHL ass goal by Bolduc. Cooper controller throw. Okay. Can I be old for a minute? Ass is spelled ASS. Stop saying ah. I don't like it. I think it's a goofy thing to do. Puck went out of play. It hit someone on the bench. Whoa. Did Kucherov just take a swing at Matheson's face? Or did Matheson knock him down? We didn't see why Kucherov fell, right? Sorry, Drew, I cut you off. Do you think Tampa's regretting giving the Kraken 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick for Gordon Bjorkstrand? I don't. Gord, I think, has been great. 2 first-round picks is that's kind of a lot. I don't know why Bjorkstrand's been so ineffective. They're chanting Kucherov here in Montreal. Oh, it's Nikita Kucherov, guys. He has the puck. Gensel. Kucherov. Good stick from Anderson. Kucherov holds the zone. 17 seconds. Heavy booze for Kucherov. Point! That goes just wide. Hagel. Radish. Point. Tampa moving it well here. Radish. 5 seconds. Kucherov. Download to Gensel. Shot! Stopped by Dobish in the extra whack. And Gensel's paying for it. And they're going to send him off for the slash? Wow. Drew's telling me, he's like, hey, man, it was 3 seconds late. Drew, I'm not arguing with the call. I'm arguing with, I can't believe they made it. 2-minute minor slashing. You just never see it called, really. I guess goalies. It was pretty late, and he was pretty obviously trying to hit. Yeah. He was trying to hit Dobish in a sensitive area and missed. Cassie, I must share something my coworker shared with me. Do it. Drew just asked defeated. He goes, is this game going to overtime, Steve? Ref says my bad for the face-off here. Is Gensel still going? Why is the penalty box still open? Oh. I had to check the time. Suzuki does not win that draw. Tampa. Good win, and they get it down the ice. Come on, Pretzel. Crosby raised you better than that, says name tags. Hudson coming up the ice. Hard stop at the blue line. Here comes Suzuki. Demidov flubs it. Keeps it alive. Keeps it alive again. What a great job by Demidov. Montreal keeps it alive. You're going to have to remember that if they score here. Slav, another great dig. Hudson, cross ice, shot! Slav! McDonough has a chance to clear here. And he does. Suzuki, Demidov. Suzuki! Can't get it around Vasilevsky. And we get a whistle. Wow. .642 to go in the second, 107 to go in this Montreal power play. Cassie says, my coworker asked us what we did with our books after we finished them. I said I put mine on the shelves like trophies. One of our other coworkers donates them if she didn't enjoy it. This other one, this original coworker, throws hers away like in the trash. Okay. Who do they cheer for? This is a very important question, Cassie. Suzuki. Along the half wall. Holds it in front. Scores! Cole Caulfield! Goal Caulfield! Le tir et le but! 2-0 Montreal. 6.5 to go in the second. Gensel, not for the first time in this series, takes a silly penalty that hurts his team. And Montreal's got 2 goals on 14 shots in what has been a very stingy game both ways. Suzuki holds. And Caulfield, he just catches Tampa sleeping for a split second. I think it was Moser didn't realize he was there. Beautiful read by Suzuki, says Craig Simpson. I thought it was Caulfield. I mean, it's both. It's beautiful from the both of them. Daniel D. Cole Cauliflower ends his drought and blooms. Woo! Jared says it's Bolt over. Crashed his fetus says vindication. Cassie says guess. I'm going to go the Pens. Go blue. Now this is BS. Officiating is absolutely horse S. Go ahead. Call me out for complaining. I don't care. This is horrid. But it's a lot more penalties than I expected. Giggling Cat sent 5 SDPN memberships, and Corey Perry is bleeding on the Tampa bench. And we got a line brawl here. Jack Eye's got a strong hold of Nick Paul, and he's throwing him around. Lilleberg has someone. I mean, you know Jack Eye wants to go. There's no way Nick Paul's going to go him. Wow. Yeah, Drew just goes, how many scars do you think Corey Perry has? A lot. Pens fans, how dare you? Us Pens fans do not throw away books. Hey. Cassie is a Pens fan. That's why I said the Pens. I'm just saying. Now, what got Perry? Was it a stick? Oh, the Reader's more south. Oh, you didn't. That's not Reader. I'm going to stop guessing. Perry. Who? I'm still not really sure what happened. Wow, it got it. Wow, he was bleeding right away. Oh, maybe the shaft of Strubal's stick? Can't really call it a high stick, though. Perry was practically sitting on his bum. Tristan Jarry is officially starting for the Edmonton Oilers. Thank you, Drew. When's puck drop? 10 p.m. We're going to have Adam Wild on that one. John Cooper incensed on the Tampa bench. I know you're responsible for your stick, but like contact was below his waist. And Perry did throw the hit. Yeah, Hagel's saying he hit him in the head. Tampa's always got a very vocal bench. They're good at it. Like, I'm not even being derogatory about it. Like, they're good at it. They're a Panthers fan, Cassie? No. How can you call a high stick if it's a low stick, says Power Pat. Okay, let's see this again. I mean, I'm still confused. Are they calling something here? A Tampa player's going to the box. No, sorry. Gensel. Doc is going to the box? Jack Eye's going to the box? Oh, I assume that's from the line brawl. So those are the two Habs. Surely there's going to be two Lightning. Why is Jerry starting for the Oilers? I don't know, Renatmon. So Nick Paul and I didn't see, was it Gergensons for the Lightning? I don't know what the official rule is, but like Perry was, when contact was made, he was like below Strubal's waist. Is there a statute of limitations on high sticking? Or like, is there a, I'm not, would it then be a slash? Oh, and then Tampa puts it out of play. The officials are going to talk about it. I think they just want to make sure. Oh, it's Wes. Is that Wes? Pretty sure that's Wes. Tampa minor delay of game. Darren Radish. Nick Suzuki on the forecheck makes Radish make a mistake. Oh boy, if this goes in. Cassie, she's from Florida originally. LOL. Either way, it's blasphemous. I think we can all agree. Anyways, how has this series been? Literally the best in the playoffs. I've been busy suffering. Yeah, I can imagine. Slav! Cross! Oh my gosh. How do you whiff on that? I think that was Caulfield. Caulfield, down low. Suzuki. Cernak all over him. Caulfield. He has his legs tonight. I've been saying this since the first. Uh-oh! Potential break here. Hagel. One-on-one with Hudson. He stops up because Suzuki's hard on the back check. Here come the Habs. But, Steve, that would be moving the goalpost. Yeah! Slavkovsky, way up high. Hudson. Weird setup for the Habs here. They're moving around now. Hudson. Suzuki. Hudson shot! That goes wide. Oh, off the side of the net. Caulfield. It's bouncing around. Gets it to Demidov. Back to Hudson. Hudson. On. Deflected. That goes wide of the net. Vasilevsky had no idea where that was. Demidov stopped it with his body, but it sent down the ice just under 5 minutes to go in the second period. 55 seconds to go in this Montreal power play. Hudson through the neutral zone. Hands it off to Slav. Slav tries to go between the legs. Doesn't work. Here comes Gord. Back as Tampa rags the puck here. Moser. Gensel gives it away. Great move from Bolduc. He gives it away. Now here comes Gensel, and he's got a lane. Jake Gensel can't get the shot off. Gensel still has it. Still has it. Plays it back. That's some good killing there from Gensel. Hagel. Up the ice. 10 seconds to go in this Montreal power play. 5 seconds to go. Matheson. Carrier feathers it in. The penalty is killed by Tampa. Cernak and Bolduc collide. Bolduc around for Newhook. One-timer from Carrier sails wide. Tampa's got numbers. They flub it, though. Hagel. Kucherov gets around his man. Tampa holds the point. Lilleberg. Kucherov hands it off. On. Stopped by Dobish. 3:30 to go in the second. Giggling Cat sent a happy fox. Power Pat 2-2-1 as we go to commercial break. Remember 2021 against Vegas? Gallagher sitting on the ice and getting cross-checked in the teeth and nothing was called because he was down. So you can't cross-check a guy while they're down. And we know this because of, I believe it was Jamie Benn on Mark Stone a few years ago. It's frowned upon as mean. Rusty Mitchell, fun fact, no team eliminated by the Leafs in the last 20 years has won a series since. What? It's just the Lightning and Sens, but still. Oh, well, that'll do it. Has it really been 20 years? Oh, yeah, it has. Ugh. Did Philly win a series after eliminating the Leafs in 2004? I don't think they did. I don't. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I was thinking that year. Yeah, no, ignore me. Ignore me. Cassie said vibes. Yes. First 2-goal lead of the series. I would. Oh my God. I stand by the series being the best one. It's been ridiculously even. Kurok Sr. First. Oh, yeah, that's Kitchener Rangers just won game 2 versus Windsor. 2-1, says Riddick. We're getting down to it. Reminder, second intermission. Trivia. Link in the description. Link in the chat. You can win a Montreal Canadiens Fanatics and Lululemon backpack. Backpack. So who's covering the Stars and Wild now that the Sens are out? So here's a problem. Jesse has like 3 weddings in May. So he can't commit to a series. So he's just going to stream what he's able to. Doc, trying to get a breakaway here. Doesn't work. Bjorkstrand knocked to the ice. Or was that Crozier? Crozier, I believe. I'm really struggling with the... No, it was Bjorkstrand. Struggling with some of the new numbers. I know it's not a new number for him, but he hasn't been in every game in this series. Hard around for Evans in the offensive zone. Gives it up. Dominic James. Oh, I think Tampa's offside here. James falls down. Habs struggling to get it out. Be very interesting if Tampa scores here. Hudson. Steve, can we see Max again? Maybe. Anderson. He's a puppy. It's a lot. Loose puck in the Tampa zone. Suzuki claims it. Montreal. Matheson. Carrier on through traffic. That's blocked. Caulfield can't get to it in time. Oh! Slavkovsky rocked by Crozier at center ice. And he's slow to get up. Braden Point. Oh my gosh. Point. He's just getting to the bench now. Stopped. Caulfield. And there's a delayed penalty. Slavkovsky goes straight to the Montreal room. Cooper's very upset. I don't even know who the penalty's on. 3 weddings, is that legal in Canada? Believe it or not. You got a new pupper? Oh, you missed some stuff. Montreal just got called for a slash. Cooper wants it to be a 5-on-3. Call them both. Wham! It looked like he left his feet. I have to see it again. I don't know, man. I think that's just kind of a good open ice hit. Almost looks like. Okay, so slash on Matheson. What's the other one he's looking for? We didn't get much of a power replay there. St. Louis yelling headshot. I don't know. I need to see it again. I need to see it again. What I've seen so far, it's keep your head up, man. That's a real good open ice hit. Hey, you want to see a body? Golly, what a hit, says Butcher. D&D night just got here. Understandable. We don't watch for Steve anymore. We watch for Max. That's the goal. That's the rule now. What are we doing here? I never know when the bit's coming. Anyway, it's a Tampa power play and a big one right now. And a trip! It's gone! And Hagel, not happy at all. John Cooper, if Tampa loses this game, is going to flip. He might flip anyway. Jared said, if we do lose the series in 5 again, buy Point. Absent for 2 years. Buy Bjorky. Buy Paul. Buy McDonough. Buy Hedman. We need a big overhaul. Oh, you weren't doing the Anderson, or not Anderson Cooper. Tucker Carlson bit. Cooper's very upset. I mean, when isn't he, honestly? That's fair. So 4-on-4 here. And you probably want Hagel out there, so that's not great for Tampa. 133. I mean, Slafkovsky basically won a game by himself in this series, so that's a huge loss for Montreal. Newhook, good stick on Radish. Hudson, who almost loses it, doesn't. Sorelli's keeping up with him. Hudson. You're going to have a hard time. Sorelli's a good skater, man. Newhook. Got Radish all over him. Tampa gets it. And here they come. Radish and Gensel. Gensel! Gensel's had opportunities to shoot it, and he just won't. Moser. On Gensel! He shot it there! Jake Gensel! 4-on-4 puts Tampa on the board, and all of a sudden, in the final minute of the second, it's a 1-goal game. Jake Gensel. Hey, I told him to shoot. I'm a great coach. What do you want? Give me a contract right now. What a pass. Who was that, Moser? What a pass. Renetmon, game 4. This is an awful lot of penalties. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. What are we doing here? Gooley through the neutral zone. Still 4-on-4. Suzuki. Caulfield. Steve Danger, the new coach? No. Danger's my middle name. 20 seconds to go in the second. Puck along the boards. Suzuki stepping on it. Kicks it. Oh, that wasn't Suzuki. That's Suzuki. What the hell? I think it was Carrier. Oh, what a move by Braden Point. He's got a lane. Oh, boy. Dobish out of the net. Dobish dives back. How is the puck still out? Oh, my gosh. Tampa almost scores 2 goals in less than a minute. How did that puck stay out? What did I tell you about Dobish earlier in the game? Like first few minutes of the game. He's all... Where is he? Where is he? Dives back to swat it away, but why are you out of the net? It's not even in the blue paint. Get back there, kid. Oh, and Gensel. Oh, my gosh. How doesn't that go in? How doesn't that go in? Wow. Habs go to intermission up 2-1, but if you're Tampa, you got to feel like you got a real good chance at tying this thing in the third. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Please tell Jakub Dobish, if you're a goaltender, tend the goal. Congrats on the new puppy, Steve. Thank you. We're going to do trivia here in a sec. For a school project, I did a reaction video of myself reacting to goals in the Wild versus Stars Game 3. Of course, it went to double OT. You plan, God laughs, I think is the Elliot Friedman saying. So, trivia. Gosh darn it. Drew was just setting it up. Poke Medros said, when you're an old enough NHL fan that you hear last names and realize you once watched their dad play. Oh, buddy. I've been doing that for a long time. I mean, Slafkovsky got up on his own. You always worry about a concussion with those hits, but who knows? Could be something else. Trivia. It's a spelling bee, folks. You got to be right and you got to be fast. First prize, a Montreal Canadiens Fanatics and Lululemon backpack. Big deal. Second and third place, a Spark and SDPN mini stick. Big deal. Everyone else gets 15% off at the SDPN shop. Are you ready? A lot of people joining. Here, I'm going to make fun of Justin to start. Drew has a question first? Oh, my God. Wow. Drew goes, is John Cooper fired if he loses this series? I don't think so. It would be 4 straight first-round losses. I'll be honest. I don't know what the answer is there, but I don't think it's to fire him. If I was Toronto, I would absolutely give him a blank check. Part of me wonders if part of the reason they're dragging their heels is the Leafs are like, maybe. That'd be crazy. No, you make him the highest paid coach in NHL history. It's John Cooper. They did do that with Babcock. This is John Cooper. I'll give you a clue before we even ask the first question. The clue is the first 3 words of the question are, this skilled Swede. And then I started reading the name, and he's not Swedish. Oh, Justin. How dare you? You've never seen this, Drew? It's like shame on you. You've never seen that? You thought it was sexual? Guys, tell me I'm not the only one who's ever seen that. Right? I put that on my goalie jersey just for Steve. Josh did do that. Josh was my goalie last summer. Team Green. Cassie said no fair, I'm dyslexic. Oh yeah, this might be difficult for you. Can you still get 15% off as an American? I think so. I'm not totally sure. I think so. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. This skilled Swede, he's actually Czech, put up 100 points for the Bruins in 2025-26. A, David Pastrnak. B, David Pastrnak. C, David Pastrnak. D, David Pastrnak. The answer is C, David Pastrnak. Justin, you're evil. Evil for this. 75% got it right. This Avalanche stud is making his 9th straight playoff appearance this year. A, Nathan MacKinnon. B, Nathan MacKinnon. C, Nathan MacKinnon. D, Nathan MacKinnon. Mind the capitalization, folks. B, Nathan MacKinnon. I'm not going to explain the difference. No, you got to capitalize the K. This flashy center just helped send Carolina past Ottawa in round 1. A, Sebastian Aho. B, Sebastian Aho. C, Sebastian Aho. D, Sebastian Ayo. Oh, B was Sebastian Aha. I'm sorry. But you already knew that the answer was C, Sebastian Aho. This fourth one is crazy. This Ducks rookie notched 23 goals and 60 points this season. A, Beckett Seneca. B, Beckett Seneca. C, Beckett Seneca. D, Beckett Seneca. I'm not sure I would have got this. The answer is D. Oh, yeah, because, oh, wow. Beckett Seneca. Beckett-Sennecke. Good Lord. This Philly Flyer is still looking for his first playoff point. A, Matvey Michkov. B, Matvey Michkov. C, Matvey Michkov. D, Matvey Michkev. The correct answer is C, Matvey Michkov. Justin, some of these are funny. Some of these are very funny. Oh my God, this one's evil. This next one's insane. Only 64% of you got it, and I think even less are going to get this. Oh my God. This former number 1 pick has spent his entire 15-year career in Edmonton. A, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. B, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. C, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. D, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. This is so evil, dude. D, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Hyphens count. Mind your pronunciation. These final two are insane. This 6'4" defender led the Canadiens in PEIMs this season. A, Arbor Jackeye. B, Arbor Jackeye. C, Arbor Jackeye. D, Florian Jackeye. Well, naturally, the answer is B, Arbor Jackeye. Wait, is that actually? That would have got me. No way. Well, I'll be damned. I had to Google it. 72% got it right. All right. This last one is pure evil personified. This Finnish blue liner wears A for the Dallas Stars. A, Miro Heiskanen. B, Miro Heiskanen. C, Miro Heiskanen. D, Miro Heiskanen. If you thought it was one of the umlaut ones, psych! It's only no umlauts, 0 umlauts. It is A, Miro Heiskanen. 18% of you got it because Justin is actually Satan, Beelzebub. You are Nosferatu. You are a vampire. Changeable got every single answer left, or answer correct, and finished first. Carmine and Hunter, you get an SDPN mini stick. Once again, only 3 people over 1,000. Dude, it's hard to win this thing. Dylan, you're so close. You are the winners of a Montreal Canadiens Fanatics Lululemon backpack changeable. Cassie said, I'm not having fun. Understandable. Absidi said, I was at Wild Game 4 between Ben being a crybaby and no Habs fan should ever complain about the refs if they win this game. It's been so one-sided. Whoa. 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 All right. Drew, let's show a clip. Because I'm needed upstairs. And I don't know why. Let's go west. We're going to show Big Dubs, where we take a look at the best from around the WHL over this past week. Hello, friends. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another episode of Big Dubs, where we take a look at the best from around the WHL over round 2 of the playoffs. Now, it's difficult to get into a Big Dubs video, but you know what we're very picky about? Big hits. But we thought, well, this one has to get in. Here's Corbin Vaughn of the Prince George Cougars laying out Islanders prospect Jacob Kwasnika.
What a booming hit, Vaughn on Kwasnika. But I'll give Kwasnika credit. After taking that hit, he got right back up. It was a clean hit just inside the blue line. And the Penticton 18-year-old forward got right back up.
Sheesh! Now, Penticton V's fans, relax. I can already hear you. Hey, we won. I know. The Prince George Cougars went down in 6 games to the Penticton V's, but as you can see, they did not go down without a fight. And how about this? I don't know what it is with the WHL, but Corbin Vaughn has a twin brother, Jackson Vaughn, who is with the Everett Silvertips, who are off to the Western Conference Championship Series. They might have lost the game and they might have lost the series, but this was a thunderous hit. Corbin Vaughn, big dub. Now, believe it or not, we're going to stay with the Prince George Cougars here. This kid is unreal, and you're going to see a lot more footage of him leading up to the NHL draft in June. Here's Carson Karls.
There's Ash. Ash in the left wing, into the middle to Karls. He'll dance it. Here it comes. Carson Karls scores! Simply gorgeous from Carson Karls. His first of the playoffs. It's 1-0. That's why he's going to be a top NHL pick.
Ridiculous solo effort from Carson Karls. In 10 playoff games, somehow that was Karls' only goal, but he had 9 assists to add to that, so 10 points in 10 games. Carson Karls is a finalist for the Bill Hunter Memorial Trophy, which goes to the WHL Defenseman of the Year. You could say he's good. And this is big for the draft. Carson Karls, 3rd amongst all North American skaters leading into this draft. He's pretty good. Once again, even though Prince George bowed out in 6 to Penticton, big dub. Let's stay with the theme of big plays by defensemen, eh? Here's Mazden Leslie. You think you scored, did you? Not according to Mazden.
Wrenched by Miettinen. Miettinen has it on the goal line. Back to Bear. In the circles. Van Hanen. Shots on the goal line. They score! Just barely! The replay will tell all. It hit off the pads. Bonini reached back. The whole puck passed across the goal line. And Mazden Leslie is the one that sweeps that off the line.
Whoa! When they talk about a game of inches, that is centimeters, that is millimeters, that is under a microscope. Did you notice how I ran out of units of measurement? I forgot. What, nanometer? I could have said a nanometer. Now, unfortunately, Mazden Leslie and the Kelowna Rockets would see their season end in Game 5 in overtime. 2, of course, the Everett Silvertips, who are great. You can't do much more than Mazden Leslie did. Over a point per game during the regular season and plays like this in the playoffs. Even though it was in a losing effort, that's a big save and a big dub. Now, we're going to show something that we haven't shown yet in this video. A highlight from a team winning. We're being nice. Don't judge. Good to be nice. Stop it. Somehow, this is the second instance of a twin. We talked about the Vaughn twins. How about the Rucks? Here's Liam Ruck of the Medicine Hat Tigers taking on the Calgary Hitmen.
Off the draw, left of Casey, puck to Calgary. Meunier back pass, knocked out by Liam Ruck, trying to get to it shorthanded. Shook off Pisarchuk. Now in with a shot, he scores! Liam Ruck, a shorthanded snipe for the Medicine Hat Tigers. And it's tied the game at 2 here in the second period.
Second goal of the game, his fourth of the playoffs.
Oh my gosh. Liam Ruck, I think maybe we throw out solo effort a little too easily. That was a solo effort, just powering by everybody and ripping the thing. Ripping it like Velcro. Ripping it like a late assignment. Ruck had a hat trick in Game 3 and tacked on an assist for a 4-point night. Just casual. Liam Ruck is the reigning WHL Player of the Week. Should throw that in there. And he was ranked 20th amongst North American skaters, according to NHL Central Scouting. His brother Marcus was ranked 23rd. Who's making these? The Ruck twins combined for 212 points this season. They have a combined 18 points in a combined 18 games in these playoffs. All right. Someone smart is going to draft one of them, and someone smarter is going to draft them both. Oh, but they're light. Yeah, their numbers aren't. Like, we're really going to do this again. All season long, I was laughing about the fact that Cameron Schmidt was available as late as he was, and look at the season that he's had in the WHL. We're really about to do it again with the Rucks, except it's 2 guys. I don't get it, but that goal right there, that's a big dub. And for our next highlight, it's Liam Ruck again. Jonas Wu of the Medicine Hat Tigers buries one off a crazy pass from Liam Ruck.
Right side of the Hitman blue line. Drop pass off for Marcus Ruck. He'll wait in the corner. Center for Liam. Touch to Wu. Shoots. He scores! A silky smooth feed from Liam Ruck. Jonas Wu, the one-timer, stretches the Tiger lead to 2 in Game 4. It's 3-1.
20th? 20th. 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 20th? 20th. It's like they were like, you know what, we're wrong about Liam, but let's be more wrong with Marcus. I don't know what I can say that I haven't already. Oh, why don't I talk about Jonas Wu? He's pretty good. The 19-year-old is having himself a heck of a playoff. In 8 games, he has 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. Undrafted, by the way. The Medicine Hat Tigers continue to be a wagon, and somehow an underappreciated one. That setup, that finish. Big dub. So, my friends, what do you think? Only 4 teams remain. We have the Everett Silvertips taking on the Penticton Vs, and the Medicine Hat Tigers taking on the Prince Albert Raiders. Who do you got in each series? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like to. Tell your friends. SDPN is your source for all things WHL.
Hey, did you like the thing you just watched?
Was it hilarious? Oh boy. Here we go. Yes. Kim Kardashian's engaged to Lewis Hamilton. Wow. Oh, man. Anyway, Cassie says, woo, I came in 179th. So close. Hey, it's not bad. New puppy for Victory Puppies next season. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Giggling cat. That's très generous. I've fallen into a hole about the shame on you gesture that I'm taking y'all with me. I'm mostly seen in North America. Origin theories. It represents friction. 2, it mimics a slap on the wrist. 3, it's sharpening a switch to beat you with. Oh. I thought it was just Steven stopped talking in class. Oh, Robert Malloy says they're not engaged. Drew, did you get Facebooked? Oh, he just saw it on Twitter. Third period underway. Oh, I'm not. I'm not repeating that. That's a crazy tweet. Good Lord. Tampa clears it on this very abbreviated Habs power play. 10 seconds to go. Slafkovsky is out there for Montreal. That's a big deal. Matheson back. Hudson. Matheson. Shot. Stop. And that puck goes out of play, and we basically shaved 40 seconds off this third period to start again. Slav, I imagine, went into protocol, and like maybe, I mean, if you've ever been hit real hard on the ice, and I've probably been hit. Do we ever get the opposite angle of the hit? Not one that I saw. I mean, you get hit open ice. It feels like your whole skeleton is off. What was that? That's the worst drop face-off I think I've ever seen, and the ref acknowledged that. Lose the beard, Steve. The Leafs blew the season because of it. No. I like it. Gage Gonzalez. In front, Dominic James trying to get a call. Oh, he does get the call. Montreal going to the box, but dude, put your stick on the ice. You might have scored. It'll be Oliver Kapanen going to the box. I'm not going to lie. For a game 4, I'm stunned by the amount of penalties. Now, mark my words. This will not happen in game 5. Mark my words. How many penalties have there been in this game, Drew? 10? Like, there will be less than half that in game 5. Carrier around. Lightning 0 for 4. This would be quite the time to go 1 for 5 here. This is the 10th? My gooder. Montreal's 1 for 5. Lightning are 0 for 4. Kucherov hands it off. Tampa, crazy speed and movement. They slow it down. Radish. Gensel, who has the Lightning's only goal. Kucherov closing in. Widens out. Kucherov tries to go for the one-timer off the side of the net. Kucherov. Gensel. Kucherov. Oh, across to Radish. A little off. Gensel. Kucherov. Gensel. Really working it back and forth. Kucherov drops back door. Here he goes. And a tap in for Brandon Hagel. Both teams now 1 for 5 on the power play. And early in the third period, less than 2 minutes in, it's 2-2. Tampa's come all the way back from 2 down, and Brandon Hagel's red hot playoff continues. This was the Lightning chipping away. They waited for it. Hagel's even directing traffic, and he waits until they forget about him for a couple seconds, and that was all he needed. Garrett says, Game 3 OT Minion Stars had like 4 OT penalties. That's Game 3. 5th goal of the playoffs for Hagel. Unbelievable. Habs called for offside there. Shots 17-15 for Tampa. Like really, really stingy series. Jared says, chant his name now. Bagel, bagel, bagel. And Drew's going, someone score. Someone score. My wife and I were having a talk about what we're going to do in the morning on account of 2 kids and now a dog. And I'm like, well, it kind of depends on how long it takes this game to end. Bullduk. Cernak in his own end. Oh, just falls. Stick battle for it. Texier comes out with it. Hard around for Hudson. Hudson on! That's deflected wide. Hudson loses the puck there. Habs lose the zone. Gergenson's in a race with Gooley there. Doc in a battle with Perry. Gergenson's Paul. Can't find Perry. Oh, that's what he wanted. Evans with it in his own end. After a couple minutes of silence, it's gotten loud in Montreal once more. Dobish. Oh, Struble. Montreal having a bit of a beast here, trying to get out of their own end. Still, James holds the zone. Gooley, he's been out there a little bit now. Struble. Habs still can't get out. Evans gets it out, and Anderson will chip it in to avoid icing. Dominic James with it in his own end. Moser. 16-16 to go in the third. Make a wish. Jack-Eye. Smushes Gensel. Looks like a little bit of a blender here for John Cooper. Now here comes Suzuki. They lose the zone but keep the puck. Bit of a blender here for St. Louis as well. Matheson. Up the ice. Caulfield tries to get it from McDonough. Doesn't work. Cernak up the ice. Here comes Tampa. Cirelli's got a lane. Stops up. Oh boy, time and space here. Slavkovsky breaks that up. Montreal structure falling apart a little bit in their own end. Not icing. Crozier in his own end. Demidov. Lightning go offside. Demidov's had a good defensive stick all night. Pretty much all series. 15-11 to go in the third. $15-11 to go in the third. Who scores next? How about this for a poll in the chat? How many overtimes? 0, 1, 2, 3, or more. Edmonton Anaheim has begun, which means Adam Wilde is streaming here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Once this game ends, do not go anywhere. It has not begun. The timer just came up on the screen. Oh, unless they screwed the graphic up. Oh, they definitely just screwed the graphic up then. Yeah, you're right. That game starts at 10 and it's not even 9:30. I swear to God. What was that? Puck drop is 9:47. Okay, they definitely had the clock running on the graphic. Whoops. Anyway, that was a good reason to promote Adam is streaming it. So once this stream ends, don't go anywhere. Adam Wilde is streaming Oilers Ducks Game 4. Ducks with a 2-1 series lead and Tristan Jarry starting. This is Chris Knobloch, all the marbles. Oh, Newhook. Almost taken out at the knee there. Demidov, strong play. Hudson. Kapanen. Demidov. Stays on his feet. Back to Gooley. Around for Kapanen. Back to Gooley. Gooley cross ice. Hudson finds Kapanen. Gooley shot. That goes wide. That shot from Goalie is blocked. Habs lose the zone, but not the puck. Lightning. Kucherov. Good poke from Hudson. Now Newhook on the counter punch. 13-13 to go, make a wish. Slavkovsky absorbs a hit. Suzuki deals a hit. Suzuki to the point. Carrier. That goes wide. Oh, rebound. Carrier. Suzuki. That's blocked. I don't hate that shot, even though it was blocked. Carrier. Suzuki. Oh, Caulfield can't handle the pass. Suzuki hit by McDonough. Gets back up. Sorry, that was Carrier. Slavkovsky. Caulfield. Bang! Matheson misses, but not by much. 97.4 mile an hour slap shot. Mid-game? Good God. 12:25 to go in the third. Suzuki. Texier can't handle that. Not icing. Texier. He's in there battling. Gensel knocked off the puck by Bullduk. But Tampa comes out with it. Gord. That should be icing. And it is. 12:05 to go in the third. Wow. This stick that they're showing the replay of from Hudson on Kucherov is a potential game saver. Flipped into the Hab zone. Jack-Eye gets rid of it. Is that too many men? Should have been. Hab refs say no. Can't decide the game. No, you're right, Drew. You're right. Struble down the ice. Is this, if this game goes to overtime, would this be the only series with 4 overtimes so far? It's got to be, right? Third time in NHL history? No way. If it happens 4 straight games, it'd be the third time ever. That's crazy. Bullduk. Oh, in front. Can't find Gergensons. Crozier. On. Stop by Dobish. Back to Crozier. Gergensons. Behind the net, Struble. Oh boy, Bullduk and Paul collide. Back to the point for Tampa. Gergensons from distance. There's a rebound off the end boards. He holds it. Crozier. Tampa has Montreal reeling here. Perry. Spins, fires. Not sure what he was doing there. Habs airmail it to the neutral zone, and they get a change. And Tampa needed one too. Bjorkstrand after it. He's got Hudson. He bodies him. Gonsalves hands it off to James. James around. Cernak. Bjorkstrand has it taken off him by Hudson. Off the end boards. He sends Texier, who stops up. Tried to send it deep. Didn't work. Stays with it. That's a high stick from Deneau. Tampa touches it, and now it's null and void. How many overtimes before Drew turns into the Joker? I don't know. Drew's team advanced today. I think he's good. Right? Like, you could ride that for at least a couple overtimes, right? You're fine with 4 OTs tonight? All right. I regret asking. Shut your face. Radish. Hard up the ice. Gonsalves, great job staying with it. Montreal has it in their own end. 9:35 to go in the third period. Neither team has hit 20 shots. 17-16 officially are the shots in favor of the Lightning. Slav hasn't knocked away from him. Gensel has been getting better as this game is gone. Oh, boy! Oh boy, Gensel threw the moves on Matheson. Matheson you punched him in the face. You punched him in the face, Mike. He said that's so effing bad. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You high sticked him in the chin. He doesn't have an argument there. He doesn't have an argument there. I know it's a tie game. I know it's the third. I know it's the playoffs. The standard tonight is they're going to at least call high sticks. You can't do that. And now Tampa, who just scored a power play goal, has an opportunity to tie it. So embellishment, what a flop. Like, if it's embellishment, like if he's selling the call, which like I'll buy because players do that. It's clearly a high stick. It's clearly a high stick. Drew, was McKinnon's embellishment worse than that? I was a little surprised McKinnon was called for embellishment. Crosby, no. Kirby Dach is ill and will not return? Wow. He must be extremely sick. They're showing a pack right now of Gensel's game. I don't regret anything I've said about Gensel tonight. Like, he was playing poorly. He cost his team with the silly penalty. He just dug in. He got his team's first goal, and he's been playing excellently. And here he is drawing a penalty with 9:16 to go in the third. Tampa's 1 for 5, 6 shots. 6 of their 17 have come on the power play. One-timer. Oh! Kucherov one-timer, and Gensel got a piece of it, and it went wide. That would have been frigging beautiful. Radish in his own end. 9 minutes to go in the third. Point. Kucherov. Swatted away by Gooley. Oh, lays a body on point. And that frees up space for Newhook to get rid of it. And he does clear the zone. Evans tried to get under Radish there for the breakaway. Hagel. Kucherov. Stick checked by Evans from behind. He's got Newhook with him. Newhook went to the net. Oh, they're calling that! They're calling it! Evans going to the bottom. Oh, Kucherov's down. Is this a 5? Drew's calling it a dive, but Drew. Oh, you're joking? Okay, good. Kucherov, oh boy. I think he hurt his back here. The way he's moving his hip. He's taking his time here. This is about to be 1 minute and 11 seconds. 5-on-3 for Tampa. But they might not have Kucherov. That was really dumb by Jake Evans. That was really dumb. Major penalty on the play. They're reviewing it. That was such an excellent stick check from Evans. Goes the other way. It's cross check into the numbers. Oh. And St. Louis is covering his face. Like, I think he knows. Drew's saying I don't think it's a major. Like, I think he was hurt from the cross check and not from the hit into the board. Oh. 2-minute minor for cross checking. And John Cooper is furious. Steve, did you know that if this game went to overtime, it would be the first time ever that a playoff series went to 4 straight OT? No. Third time ever, I thought. Oh, Kucherov sort of went for his knee. He's on the Lightning bench right now. But here's how you know he's hurt. The Lightning have a 2-man advantage, and he's not out there. So, Drew, you're saying what I think a lot of people are going to say after this game, and that's that Kucherov went down easy. I think he was hurt by the cross check and not the impact of the boards. I'm sure the impact of the boards sucked, but it looked like he was hurt from the actual cross check. Gensel, Radish, Gensel. Is that Cirelli replacing Kucherov? Swatted away by Suzuki. 55 seconds of 2-man advantage for Tampa here. Braden Point. Kucherov back on the ice. Wow, wow, wow. Radish. Stop by Dobish. Rebound. Where is it? They blow the play dead. 37 seconds of 2-man advantage left to kill for Montreal. 7:53 to go in the third. I think he lost an edge from the cross check and went down wrong, says Giggling Cat. I think you're probably right. The 2 minutes is the right call in this situation. Radish, Kucherov, but it was certainly a penalty. Kucherov. Radish can't handle the pass. Kucherov getting booed mercilessly every time he touches it. Bad pass to Gensel. Battle behind the Habs net. Point. Loses it. Suzuki. Oh, I don't think he noticed he had a lane. He also might be tired. He's been out there quite a bit. 10 seconds ago, 2-man advantage. Once Montreal gets a guy back, they're still going to be on the PK, though. Point. Kucherov fakes the one-timer. Still 45 seconds. Oh! Perry! Oh, it was right there on the doorstep and kicked away. Literally. In the corner, that skips over Gensel's stick. Hudson trying to catch up to it. And Montreal gets it down the ice. 30 seconds to go. Evans would usually be out there on this penalty kill. 25 seconds to go. Perry gets around Josh Anderson. Perry crashes the net. Can Montreal get rid of this? Montreal's attacking with numbers here. Matheson, this is a 3-on-2. Gets across ice. That pass is off target. Now you got to mind your P's and Q's here. Deneau, Anderson. Anderson's going to kill the final seconds of this off, and Montreal survives. 6:26 to go in the third. Still 2-2. Shots 19-17 for Tampa Bay. Anderson is stood up, but Demidov is stopped by Vasilevsky. Knocked down at the blue line by Gouli. Kept alive. Gord gets it out. And Gouli knocks his man. Hudson up the ice for Anderson. 6 minutes to go in the third. That kill has this crowd going nuts. James can't clear. Hudson down low. In front. Oh, everyone missed it. Newhook keeps it alive. Tampa has it. James is lit up by Gouli. Hudson with it. 5:30 to go in the third. Dancing Bear already better than anything the Sens did on their 2 minutes of 5-on-3 in Game 4. You're not wrong. Montreal, Suzuki has it at center ice, and that's chipped. Still in play. Vasilevsky out of his net to play it. Watch out there, Andre. Loud here in Le Centre Bell. Cernak is run into by Suzuki, who misses. Kucherov, he lays the move on. Moser, Kucherov on, scores! Scores! It hits Brandon Hagel in the body, and he scores! Tampa takes their first lead of the game. Less than 5 minutes to go in the third. 4:53 to go. Hagel, second of the game, sixth of the series. This guy is an animal. And Tampa takes the 3-2 lead. That crowd, so loud mere moments ago, silenced. Oh my God. Does it hit him in the head? Hit him in the chest, I think. 2 goals off of bodies. 5 goals in this game on 38 shots. 2 of them have gone off bodies. That's how stingy this series is. Drew's like, the one time I got an overtime clip prepared. Hey, Montreal has just shy of 5 minutes to tie this back up. And let's see what they do. Lightning get it deep, and that goes out of play. 4:42 to go in the third. Kids, I got to tell you one more time. Go to the Nets! Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Phil from Fargo. This is not a critique of your stream nor the hockey. I dozed off there for a minute, and your call of that goal actually jolted me awake. I'd take that as a compliment. Oh, Colton Doc. So, okay. Earlier, Drew said, you said Doc is out with an illness, but it's Colton Doc who's on the Oilers, not Kirby. I was like, oh, he's been playing well. It happens, bud. It happens. So, do the Habs tie this thing? Jared says, give Hagel the captaincy now. I mean, that's Victor Hedman erasure. That's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but Brandon Hagel, man. Steve, your chat's weird tonight. The playoffs. Happens, man. So, they're allowed in Montreal once more. Hagel going nuts on his team. It's crazy. Hagel doesn't even wear a letter. Doesn't even wear a letter on the Lightning. Josh Anderson bodies Moser. Protects the puck. Gets it to Deneau. Misses Evans. Matheson. Evans. Oh! Evans taken down, and his stick caught a rut. Hagel knocks down Carrier. And now Deneau hits Hagel. Jarrett says, trust me, I love Hedman, but he may be done, sadly. You never know, man. You never know. He's played a lot of hockey, though. James is hit. It's behind the Tampa net. James trying to get rid of it. Habs. James gets rid of it. And it's cleared into the neutral zone. Matheson with it now. 3:43 to go in the third. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell your friends. Slavkovsky still in this game somehow. Cross ice. That pass misses everyone. Caulfield gets it. Back to Slav. Slav! Suzuki! Can't get his stick down. Suzuki can't get it to Gooley, and Tampa will break out. This is a 3-on-2 for Tampa here. Gensel behind the Montreal net now. Gord and Sorelli out there with Gensel. Gooley out there with Hudson. Gooley up the ice. Caulfield. He's dancing. Suzuki. Cross ice. Misses Carrier. Carrier has 2 lightning on him. Gord sends it down the ice. Hagel. His stick shatters. Montreal's got to take advantage here. Suzuki up the ice. Carrier in the corner. Moser takes him down. Kucherov hit by Matheson. Kucherov. What was that whistle for? High stick, but is it a penalty? Wow! 2:33 to go in the third. Nikita Kucherov to the box. What happened? Oh, boy. Matheson does sell it a bit. Oh, boy. He clips the visor with his stick. The post-game quotes after this game, literally no matter who wins, I think are going to be all world. Either St. Louis loses his mind or Cooper loses his mind. We might get the rare both guys lose their mind. Wow. Yes, it's the standard. It's the standard. It's the standard. But on a night of unusually soft playoff calls, that was the softest. Jared, are games allowed to end in regulation? I think we're about to find out. RIP playoff whistles, says Blue Fire, who is watching their first ever Stanley Cup playoffs. Game 5, we'll be lucky to hit half this total. Power Pat, I don't want to see a soul complain on the Kucherov call after the Kapanen call for missing Gensel. Louis Grenier says, good show. Merci beaucoup. Click like, gosh darn it. This is probably going to be your last chance to take a breath. Bagel is an absolute animal. Scoring one off his chest is very Bagel. Goals this series. Hagel has 6. The rest of the Lightning have 5. That's a crazy graphic from Sportsnet. Montreal power play. This is it. Kucherov in the box. Suzuki. Hudson. Caulfield. In the corner. Suzuki battling in front of the net. One-timer from Demidov. And that goes out of play. Just got a text reminding me that Brandon Hagel would have been a Leaf had that trade not been vetoed. Thanks for that. 1:44 to go on this power play. 2:16 to go in the third. I would imagine we're going to get some 6-on-4 here. But when do they do it? Oh, Sorelli doing the old, I don't like this stick. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Suzuki and Sorelli on the draw. Tampa can't clear it. Oh, down low. Slav in front. Oh, no one's there. Caulfield and Suzuki end up beside the net. Why? As Vasilevsky covers it up. Watch this. Why are both of you going? You have a tap in. Slavkovsky. Oh my God, Suzuki has a tap-in. That's a tap-in. Wow. 1:35 to go on the power play, 2:07 to go in the third. And when do you pull Dobish? Drew says he would have already done it. I kind of think you're right, man. Habs win this draw. You got to pull him now. Hudson can't hold the zone. You're offside. They're offside. And Tampa's going to argue, send it all the way down. 2:02 to go in the third. 1:30. What's that? Oh, I see. So Drew's saying you save time by taking the offside instead of trying to regain the zone, which is why Tampa's saying it should go all the way down. They might have a point. Suzuki wins it into his own feet. Hudson collects it. It's in the Tampa zone. I cannot believe Dobish is still in the net. Hudson keeps it alive. Take him out! What are you doing? Caulfield. Hudson. There he goes. Extra man on the ice. Caulfield. Suzuki. Hudson, Suzuki. Suzuki. Hudson. Suzuki. Caulfield. Suzuki. On! Gloved by Vasilevsky. 1:23 to go in the third. 51 seconds to go on this power play. And this would be a pretty good time to take a timeout, eh? Habs were looking slot, didn't work. Texier, by the way, is the extra man. And this will be a timeout for Martin St. Louis. He's got a play drawn up in the iPad, looks like. So Texier, Hudson, Slavkovsky, Caulfield. Did I say Hudson? Suzuki. Texier being the extra man is wild. This is a guy who had his contract mutually terminated earlier this year with the St. Louis Blues. Gets picked up by Montreal. He's been pretty good. Certainly better than dude who gets his contract terminated. Sets up the OT winner in game 3, and he has a chance to tie it here in game 4. 1 assist in 8 games with the Blues this season. Then he had 20 points in 43 games with Montreal, which is downright serviceable. Oilers up 1-0, says producer Drew. Kasperi Kapanen. 1:23 to go in the third, 51 seconds. Danault is going to take this draw. Scrum draw. Hudson has it now at the point. Suzuki. Suzuki. 35 seconds of power play time left. Hudson. Suzuki. Suzuki on. That goes wide. Demidov back to Hudson. A minute to go in the third. Suzuki. Hudson. Demidov! That goes behind the net. Suzuki. Hudson is blocked. Hagel. Hattie watch. Throws it at the net. It's wide. 10 seconds of power play time. 40 seconds to go in the game. 6-on-4. Hudson. Hudson. Around the net. In front. 30 seconds to go. Suzuki. That's blocked by Moser and out of play. 27.4 seconds to go. It's 6-on-5 now. And we'll get what might be the last face-off of the game. Or the next of many. Drew saying, I feel like they didn't get any quality shots. I think they were being very particular about what they wanted, and Tampa did a really good job reading it. Maybe a little too particular. 27.4 seconds to go. Danault on the draw. Suzuki comes up with it. Hudson. One-timer from Demidov. Swatted by Danault. To the point. Hudson gets rid of it. It's in the slot. Where is it? Oh, Caulfield misses it. 10 seconds. Tampa clears the zone. Surely this is it. They got to hurry. Hudson, 5 seconds up the ice. Tampa clears it, and Tampa down 2-0 in this game. 1, 2, 3. Off the mat and into the win column. They tie this series 2-2. And this, for my money, the best series of this first round is guaranteed to go at least 6. What a game, what a series. And the only person happier than any Tampa Bay Lightning player, coach, or fan is producer Drew, because we don't have an overtime game. Joseph Brown, is this the end of the Lightning as we know them? Oilers are indeed up 1-0 here early in game 4, first period of game 4 of Edmonton-Anaheim. Drew, should I just throw right to Adam? Yeah, I'll talk a little bit and then we'll throw to Adam. Don't go anywhere, anybody, because we are streaming Oilers Ducks as we speak. It'll be Adam Wild. Jared says, let's go. Also, did you notice Bjorkstrand once? I did. He had a good play on Hudson there in the third period. Was he as effective as, dare I say, Scott Sabourin? No. Steve, don't dwell too much on Hagel. Hagel developed into Hagel because he had dogs to play with in Tampa. No dogs in Toronto. Would have been Kadri 2.0. There's some wisdom in that. Oh, Drew, you just paid Canadian currency. All right, that's no, that's Canadian currency. Montreal et la Bleuets. Wow. Gripper Nation commence. Absolutely. Gino, that's a good point about Wes McCauley. Like, games get out of hand with him. They're not this. I can't believe how many power plays there were in that game. And I'm going to say it again for the record. Game 5 and game 6 and potentially game 7. No chance we see half that. Game 5, we might see 3 penalties apiece. Game 6, we might see 2 penalties apiece. Game 7, we might see 1. Total. Let's say a piece to keep it even. I got to turn this game off. I'm too tempted to call it. Sorry. I got to turn it off. I'm too distracted. Adam's begun his stream, right? Oh, baby. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Hey, don't go anywhere. The hockey doesn't stop just because this game stopped. Jari Pessonen, 2026, and Kasperi Kapanen is one of the best goal scorers for the Oilers. McDavid, who? Finland is forever. I'm surprised he didn't use that as a chance to dunk on the Leafs a little bit more. But you're right. My friends, that is it for this one. Actually, no, it's not. I want to look up one more thing. Producer Drew pointing out that Nick Waugh has 2 more goals than Mitch Marner in these playoffs. I would like to point out that Nick Waugh has as many goals in 19 games as an Av that he did in 59 games with the Leafs. Frustratingly, game 5 for Tampa Montreal is Wednesday and does not have a start time yet. I assume we'll get that very soon. Game 6 is Friday. We'll be streaming both. And then Game 7, if we need it, will be Sunday. Do I have a beer league game? This is important. Yeah, it's going 7. 3 Sundays is insane. Like, what luck is that? Oh, okay. My beer league game is 4:15. Surely they're not going to have an afternoon game 7 for the Habs. Right? Right? Oh my God. Please, just let me play hockey. Just let me play hockey, man. All right. My friends, that is it for this stream. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like the stream. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell your friends. Ducks, Oilers, Game 4, streaming live right here on SDPN. Don't go anywhere. We're going to Adam Wild right now.